Now in field goal range. So here comes Josh Lambo, the rookie kicker, the former MLS goalie, and it's no good. However, in typical Browns fashion, they are offside. Are you kidding me? So Josh Lambo, the winner.
He's downfield. It's intercepted. The Denver Broncos have defeated the Cleveland Browns. It's caught. It's thrown on the play by Jennings. He's got the first down to the 17-yard line. A pick at the 14. Look at the clock. They got to chuck it. They've got no timeouts. It's over.
It's close to about owning Cleveland team, yeah. It's a classic example of a losing team doing what a losing team does. This was such a Browns-like way of losing. It's so Brownsy. It's awful, and I feel sorry for the people of Cleveland. It's the only way you can lose this game.
This has to be the bottom.
This was not just standard losing. This was losing in creative ways.
It's kicked off. Aqib Talib. It's a pick six and a foot race that Talib will win.
This team it is a joke. It's a sad joke.
It's not hopeless, but it's the closest thing I've seen to it.
It's intercepted.
The absolute worst start you can have if you're a Brown fan.
6. Got it again.
This game not competitive right from the start.
Nationally, the Browns are a laughing stock.
Every part of this team is coming apart.
You've had no impact in free agency. You've had no impact in the draft.
Absolutely horrible where we stand with this team right now.
Because we have people that are coaching that need to be taught how to coach.
This organization is so far off the path of where it should be, it's not even funny.
It's very depressing if you're a Browns fan to watch your team being outclassed on a weekly basis.
Second down, 19 yards. Intercepted. Back across the brain and intercepted.
These are only in Cleveland moments. There are no nicer people than sports fans. There are no better sports fans. There just aren't. You talk about cursed. You talk about having to endure your team losing in impossible ways. The people of Cleveland do. So I feel bad for it.
They don't have any big play wide receivers, and our guy Dwayne Bowe is inactive again today, even though he's healthy.
We can't draft. We can't get anything right. What a debacle.
Cam Irving, this was a straight up benching. They yanked him. He couldn't handle it.
I saw Cam Irving get blown up about 3-4 different times. He was just overmatched. This is a first-round draft pick.
Danny Shelton. What is Danny Shelton doing? No contribution at all in the passing game, and certainly not doing much in the running game.
He hasn't made a play all season long. At some point, you have to ask more of your first-round picks.
The two rookies. You got Cameron Irving at left guard, Danny Shelton right there next to him. And they just get blown off the ball.
I don't see any impact from Shelton, any impact from Irving, other than negative. Justin Gilbert. What were we seeing out of Justin Gilbert? Not much.
Johnson Batamosi is playing in front of Justin Gilbert, your first-round pick from a year ago.
By the way, did you see the video of this guy ripping up his Barkevius Mingo jersey?
That was impressive, yeah. That was great.
I mean, first of all, what is he doing wearing a Barkevius Mingo jersey?
There should have only been one person in that stadium wearing a Barkevius Mingo jersey, and he should have been on the sidelines.
The NFL has fined the Browns $250,000 and has suspended general manager Ray Farmer for the first 4 games of the season for the use of a cell phone on multiple occasions during games in 2014.
We return now to the NFL rookie nicknamed Johnny Football. Cleveland Browns quarterback Johnny Manziel came into the league with all kinds of hype, but after a rocky first season, notable more for his partying than his playing, Manziel has checked himself into rehab.
Browns receiver Josh Gordon has failed yet another drug test and could be suspended for 1 calendar year. This is just the latest in a long line of off-the-field trouble for Gordon.
I mean, before I was like, stay off the week. Now it's DWI. I mean, what's that? What's that? I don't know. Codeine, weed, alcohol. What's next? I don't care that you got a problem. Fix the damn thing. It's ridiculous.
Road rage caused one NFL player to crash into a ditch after he was chased on the interstate. The player involved was Justin Gilbert, a third-string cornerback for the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns and offensive line coach Andy Mueller have parted company. While recall, he was involved in a domestic incident.
New trouble for former Heisman Trophy winner Johnny Manziel, making headlines off the field again. Manziel was speeding at 90 miles an hour, and that he and girlfriend Colleen Crowley admit they had been drinking before the fight. Crowley reportedly trying to exit the moving car several times. Crowley accused Manziel of pushing her head against the window.
Linebacker Armonte Bryant will miss Sunday's game after he and safety Deontay Sanders were arrested.
The Cleveland Browns making a big push to sign Dwayne Bowe.
Pretty much clicking right now, so it's not that much to work on. Of course, you got three number ones. You got Dave Hawk, you got Taylor Gabriel, you got Brian Hopkins. So there's a lot of people. God, we're gonna be the sleeper.
Please explain to us what is going on with Dwayne Bowe.
I mean, what incentive does he have to go out there on the field right now, collecting a check and standing there? And the organization seems to be fine with that. Yeah, he's making $9 million to stand on the sideline.
That's an interesting comment. I don't know if we overrated him. I think we made a decision as a team to bring Dwayne Bowe to the Cleveland Browns.
Coach Mike Pettin announced that Austin Davis will start for the Browns against the Bengals this weekend, and Johnny Manziel will be the backup.
If I'm the owner, I would have fired Mike Pettin on the spot the minute he named Austin Davis the starter.
There are certain things that you just don't do. You don't lie to the head coach in the organization.
Is this thing about winning games, or is it about having the quarterback play the way you want him to play? Right.
We're not going to blow things up, okay? I think we're on the right track, so we're not going to blow things up.
When you have the record that we have, if there's not tension in the building, there's a problem.
Who cares about the uniform? I don't care how pretty you look on the field or how snazzy you feel. Who cares when you can't play? This team stinks. See Peyton Manning flattening Dante Whitner.
Man, yes,
that's not a good look for Dante Whitner.
No, it's not, because he had the momentum on that play too. Right? He was running like full speed.
You know, that depends. 10, 12, maybe 7, 8. As many as it takes to lead the NFL and get us to the playoffs. So
comes Ryan Fitzpatrick here on a 1st and 10, and he's picked off.
For a second, and then Brandon Marshall said, "Give me that thing."
To Sean Gibson.
He got picked off.
And literally just steals that ball away from Deshaun Gibson.
I mean, we have a very talented roster. That's the thing, that we don't lack in talent in any position. I think we're full of talent. We have a lot of young guys that are hungry, thirsty, and ready to play. So, I mean, talent-wise, it's no problem. We have a lot of talent on this team. I can say, this being my 9th year, it's definitely the best defense I've played against. And that's not just because I'm on the team.
We don't want to be good, we want to be dominant, and that's the challenge for that room.
I would have to say us. I would have to say Seattle. And then based on the players that the New York Jets picked up, I would have to say you have to put them up there. But they still haven't went out there and, collectively, did anything together. So I would say, Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks for top secondary. So I'm not going to say top 5 or 6. I'm going to say in the top 3. And that's based on, men lie, women lie, stats don't. So go look at the stats, rank us with the best or whoever's so-called supposed to be the best, and see what we ranked against those guys. I don't know what you have to do to be considered the best, but if the stats tell the truth, then I say we're up there.
All those guys in the secondary talked all off season.
The $82 million defense. The Browns have the highest paid defense by far in the NFL.
They're obviously not paid based on their ability to tackle.
This is as poorly a coached defense as I think I've ever seen.
Abysmal performance by the Browns defense.
It's just an absolute breakdown of defensive coordination.
Too many veteran guys on defense who aren't delivering goods. There's no coordination out there of the defense. You have veteran players who have no idea what their assignment is on any given play. The defense that Mike Pettin and Jim O'Neill are supposed to be so good at.
The people who are the problem were, again, the place where the money is, the place where a lot of the talk has come from this offseason.
Tyler Eifert again. He finished with 5 catches, 3 of them touchdown catches. And listen to Sanu. I would think they would want to cover 85.
That is a face mask against the Browns. The Seahawks are going to get one more play in this half. What a huge penalty this could turn out to be.
Face mask. Defense.
The Browns fan is saying on this 27-yard field goal try by Housfield, that's what happens to the Browns.
Okay, we haven't won, but close is not. There are no moral victories in this league, but I really don't feel like teams are just coming here and run us over the coals. I just don't feel like that. I don't think we've just been taken to the woodshed and teams have just kind of walked out of here and stomped on us and decided, hey, this team's terrible. I think that we've been in games, we've had a chance, we've had our opportunities to win, and we got to find a way to do that. Same way I've written the script already, is that you got to try to do things a little bit differently than people historically have done them. You know, you can't follow the same roadmap and get to a different destination. So in my mind, it comes down to, yeah, we do things a little bit differently than I think people have done historically. And with no risk comes no reward.
We have been talking about getting better for 16 years.
We are waiting to embrace you. We're waiting. How much longer do you think people are going to patronize your pitiful product?
How do you fix it?
How do we fix it? We continue to do exactly what we've done.
The waking up is the hardest part.